I am the yellowhead farmer from COP25. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back on the farm on the other side of the world. You have stolen my dreams and my livelihood with your lies and scaremongering. People are suffering. Children are dying. Civilizations are being wiped out, and entire ecosystems are collapsing. Still, you continue to spread diseases and death among the population through your tainted vaccines. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction. All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. And have you managed to destroy the Western culture and civilization through mass immigration and cultural Marxism? You own all the banks and all the media and all the political power. Still, you want to eliminate borders and sovereign states and bring the whole world under one central government ruled by transnational corporations and oligarchs. So you keep scaring people in the name of non-existent climate emergency and approaching end of the world. Children are so scared they can't sleep. How dare you? For more than 100 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you are doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say that you hear us and you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on lying about CO2 and climate change, then you would be evil. And that I sadly have to believe. The popular idea of cutting our emissions in half in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees, and there is chance of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. To achieve 50% reduction, the car industry is shut down and millions are out of jobs. Now everybody has to buy expensive electric cars. Yet, the military-industrial complex, which produce 16% of world's CO2, is ignored. Unemployment will lead to poverty and strife, and that lead to wars. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice, or the possibility of nuclear winters brought on by nuclear wars. The popular ideas of emission reduction also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your toxic fumes out of the air with technologies that barely exist. You lied about the risks of CO2 while you continue to poison the earth with your glyphosates and roundups and polluting groundwater with fracking and contaminating rivers and lakes with industrial effluents and filling oceans with plastic and garbage. You told us to eat vegan to reduce methane from cow farts, while you sold us GMO crops that kill everybody with toxins and cancers. Then you prevented people from going to Mexico for proven natural cancer remedies that work, so that you can sell endless chemotherapies and surgeries that do not cure anything but bankrupts the families. You destroyed the Western culture by promoting abortions and easy divorces and encouraging LGBTQ lifestyle. All the while the elite communities live in their own secure enclaves, making 10 to 15 children per family. You flooded Europe and America with immigrants. The European race is reduced to a hated minority in their own land. In the name of saving the world from imaginary climate change, you are shutting down all nuclear and coal burning power plants and industries. Now Europe has to import everything, including electricity, from third world countries. You built millions of wind turbines in the name of renewables. Their fast blades kill off all birds and bats and insects. Their low-pitched sound breaks the eardrums of animals and makes humans sick. You did all these in the West because the elites hold a grudge and spite towards Western civilization ever since Jesus was crucified. All the while, non-European countries continue to pollute air and water and soil with their open-air mining and coal and nuclear power plants and industries. In the name of progress, you allow them to do this. You told us that the world has a 50% chance if we shut down all the Western industries and let immigrants overtake our countries. How dare you? 50% may be acceptable to you, but simply not acceptable to us. We are the ones who have to live with consequences. To have 67% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees global temperature rise, according to the best odds given by the IPCC, the world has 420 gigatons of CO2 left to emit back on January 1, 2018. Today that figure is already down to 350 gigatons. How dare you tell us that CO2 levels control the global temperatures? We are not stupid. We know that sun and its 11-year and 100-year solar cycles cause warming and cooling of the earth. Temperatures have gone up and then down and then up again ever since the world was created. 2000 years ago, the world was 6 degrees hotter according to some scientists. In 1850, the world came out of a cooling cycle called mini ice age. 85% of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere is water vapor. CO2 is only a minuscule part of the atmosphere. The effect of clouds in reflecting solar radiation away from Earth is well known. How dare you lie to us that CO2 is the sole cause of global warming and pretend that this can be solved by just business as usual and some technical solutions? With today's emission levels, the remaining CO2 budget will be entirely gone in 8.5 years. You scare young children that the world is going to end in 8.5 years. In 1992, Severn Suzuki, a 12-year-old girl from Canada, told IPCC that the world was going to end in 12 years because of global warming. You gave her many awards and a job at IPCC and then forgot about her. In 2006, Al Gore, a US politician, made a movie about global warming and scared us all into believing that the sea is going to rise and swallow us all by 2015. That made him rich, and he bought beachfront properties and air-polluting private jets. Then the world started to cool according to its 10-year cycle. Now IPCC is telling us that the world will end in 8.5 years because of CO2. How dare you lie to us like that? Yet you have no solutions or plans other than the continued destruction of Western industries. Because these numbers are too uncomfortable, you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. After destroying Christian culture, you started destroying Muslim culture through endless war on terror. The elites hate Jesus and Muhammad. You set the Western military against the Muslim countries and turned them into heaps of rubbles. You are failing us, but young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes and ears of the future generations are upon you. If you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now is where we draw the line. The population of the world are waking up, and change will come whether you like it or not, and your nefarious plans to bring the world under one government through climate scare will be defeated. Thank you.